After Israel reached a U.S.-brokered agreement with Lebanon to settle their long-disputed maritime border, U.S. President Joe Biden congratulated the leaders of both countries over a historic breakthrough. Calling it a very diplomatic achievement, the Biden administration officials say the agreement opens prospects for a peaceful development of a very significant energy field, and that the United States would continue to support both countries.
President Biden spoke to Prime Minister Lapid and President Un today to congratulate them on reaching this agreement. And I also want to say a special thanks to our allies and partners in France who were critical to getting there, as well as to our own Special Envoy, Amos Hochstein, for tireless work in bringing this agreement to fruition.
The agreement between Israel and Lebanon is meant to resolve a territorial dispute in the eastern Mediterranean Sea. Lebanon aims to explore for natural gas in the area, while Israel is already producing natural gas at fields nearby. The deal sets a border between Lebanese and Israeli waters for the first time and establishes a mechanism for both countries to get royalties from Total Energy's exploration of an offshore gas field that straddles the boundary. Iran-backed Lebanese armed group Hezbollah was non-committal of a finalized deal that does not touch on shared land border where Israel and Hezbollah have clashed repeatedly in recent decades.
نحن نقف إلى جانب وخلف الدولة اللبنانية في موضوع المطالب اللبنانية. ما يهمنا عندما يقول المسؤولون اللبنانيون في الدولة اللبنانية أن هذا التفاهم أو هذا الاتفاق يحقق المطالب الرسمية للدولة اللبنانية بالنسبة لنا تمام.
The deal cracked by both the countries received mixed reactions.
כל עוד, שוב, לפי הפרטים שמתפרסמים, אם הפרטים אכן נכונים, הסכם כזה אני מאוד מקווה שאולי בעתיד כן יקבע דווקא את הגבול הימי של מדינת ישראל, ובהמשך יקבע את גבול היבשתי כפי שהוא כרגע, בלי שינויים לרעתנו, ורק יחזק את היציבות בגבול הצפון ואת הביטחון לתושבים.
אני חושב ההסכם בין ישראל ללבנון זה הסכם טוב, שיביא שלום לכל העולם, ובעזרת השם אנחנו עכשיו נמצאים בחג הסוכות, ואחד המצוות שאנחנו מצווים בתורה, עושה שלום במרומיו ורחמיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל. נכון שלפעמים קצת כואב לוותר, אבל מהוויתור יצא טוב לכולם.
Well, for more perspective about this report, WION correspondent Jody Cohen is joining us live from Ranana. Hi, Jody. Mixed reactions like we are reporting in our bulletins right here. Probably you can expound on that. What are Israelis saying about this new deal?
Right. So, hi, Eric. There has been some criticism, not only from the previous U.S. administration, but also from Israeli opposition lawmakers. So, for example, former U.S. ambassador to Israel, David Friedman, and former Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu have both said that Lebanon is getting 100% of its demands. Netanyahu said that Lapid, as interim prime minister, has no right, as he says, to give away Israeli territory and so close to an election. He's calling it a surrender to Hezbollah. And meanwhile, Hezbollah chief Nasrallah suggested the deal was thanks to their threats and drones targeting Israel, even apparently while the negotiations were taking place. Now, in terms of what's next, on Wednesday, Israel's security cabinet is meeting, also the full cabinet and the full government. They're expected to approve this deal. The Knesset will review the proposal later on Wednesday. The Attorney General has said the deal should either be submitted for full parliamentary approval, which was reportedly her preferred option, or that it can be submitted to the Knesset for a 14-day review and then have a cabinet vote on it, which is reportedly Lapid's preferred option. Now, the opposition aren't happy with this, and also Interior Minister Shaked has said that every significant peace deal or deal that involves borders or natural resources in the country's history has been voted on by the parliament, and it should be even more necessary for an interim government. There have been calls to delay this until after the election, but President Biden has urged both parties not to delay.
Jody, probably for the benefit of our viewers, we can re-highlight the significance of this agreement both for Israel and Lebanon.
Yes, this deal is going to be very significant for both. Since we spoke yesterday, President Biden phoned both Israeli Prime Minister Lapid and Lebanese President Aoun to offer his congratulations. He said that they're making history and that this deal would give Israel security, Lebanon economic prosperity, the region stability, and the world's new energy sources. It's also significant that he made this call on a number of fronts. Number one, the fact that he made separate calls to them. Remember, this is an agreement on the maritime, not the land boundary between the two countries. This isn't a peace agreement, but they do believe that it would help avoid a war over the issue of the gas fields. It's also a message to both countries, the fact that President Biden phoned the two leaders. The US really wants this deal. They believe it's good for the region, for Lebanon's stability. And also some commentators believe that it could bring potential political benefits as well. For example, a boost to the Democrats in advance of the US midterms, a boost to Lapid before the Israeli elections, and also to Lebanon before President Aoun leaves office at the end of this month. It can also be potentially seen as a message to the other parties in the two countries as well, and to future Israeli and Lebanese governments, which are currently run by caretaker prime ministers, that the message is from Biden is to support this deal.
Live from Ra'anana, Israel, WION correspondent Jody Cohen, as always, thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.